Hi everyone, my name is Vijayanand and today we are going to discuss about the Windows commands. So I have listed a few important Windows commands that we regularly use. So let us discuss about those commands. So here are the list of commands. The first command is hardware wizard. The first command is hardware wizard and let us see. Go to command prompt. And type this one. Here the window has been opened. And here we could see the list of all the devices that are connected to your PC. After installing the drivers, it will get connected to the PC. Here we can see the status. If you are not getting any errors, it means the device has been configured successfully. See, you can see the list of devices that are connected to your CPU. That is mouse, keyboard, audio, input, output, software devices, storage controllers, and universal serial bus. Okay, if any USB is connected, you can see here, or if any other device is connected to your PC, you can see here. Okay, this is how the Windows Manager is. And if you want to update the drivers, you can just right click and give update driver. And if you want to uninstall this device, you can right click and click on uninstall. And if any new hardware has been installed, you just click on the scan hardware devices and you can see it here. Okay, if any printer is installed, you can see it here. Okay, yeah, that is how we use device management. If you want to upgrade drivers, you can upgrade it from here, and if you want to install or uninstall any hardware, you can do it from here. Okay, that is about that command, hardware wizard. Now let us go to the another command, that is add or remove programs. appwiz.cpl. This add or remove programs. If you want to see what are all the softwares that are installed in your system, you can see it in this dialog box. So you can see the name of the software here, the publisher name, installation date, size, and version. Okay, these are all the softwares that are installed in my PC, and along with the versions we can see here, and the size that occupies that the software. We can see here on the installation date. Okay, in this page we can see this information here, that is about the add and remove programs. And here we can also see we installed updates, and later on we will discuss about this. Okay, yeah. Let's go to the another command, that is administrative tools. It is administrative tools. Here we could see the component services, computer management, disk defragmentation and optimize devices, disk cleanup, event viewer. And if you install any feature from Windows, you can access it from here. As I have a client, I do not have option to install the Windows feature here as of now. So if you are using a server operating system, then here you can see the various options available here, like Active Directory users and computers, the cluster configuration, the failover configuration, and Hyper-V management. If you have installed any Hyper-V, you can see it here and you can access it from here, administrative tools. So that is how we use for administrative tools. In administrative tools, it's like many panels are here, like services.msc, resource monitor, registry editor, recovery drive, print manager, performance monitor. Okay, local security policy, Windows memory diagnostic. See, Windows memory diagnostics, it is used to diagnose for memory issues. Suppose if you face any memory issues, and you can click on this and you can do a memory test. Windows Defender firewall is like antivirus here, Windows Defender, and it is inbuilt in the OS, Microsoft OS. And task scheduler is something that if you want, you can schedule a task, and you can instruct to perform that task in that particular period of time. Let's suppose I want to reboot the system some specific time, then I can create a task and I can initiate the task and then execute it. Then at that time this task will get executed. Let's suppose for a reboot I want to schedule this reboot at 6 a.m. in the morning, then automatically without the user intervention the system will get rebooted. Okay, and let us talk about the resource monitor. If I click on this resource monitor, you can see the various options here, that is overview, CPU, memory, disk, network. If you click on overview, you can see all the CPU, memory, disk and network in one page. And if you want to see only the CPU performance, you can click on here, and now you can see the processors that are operational in the system. Okay, I could see the applications here, video.ui.exe, so many applications. Okay, here you can see the utilization, which process is having high utilization. You can see it here. You can see the status also. Okay, so this one is terminated, this one is running, Wondershare is running, Chrome is running, audio player is running, web browser is running, performance.exe is running. Okay, desktop window manager is running. So these are all the services, and you can see it here how much utilization is. CPU usage is 40%, 17%, like that. So if it is 40% or 50%, it is the utilization is very low and the system performance is quite nice. And let us see about the memory utilization. So memory utilization, I could see here, these are all the applications installed in the system, and you can see it here, memory utilization. The highest utilization would be here. This is a Wondershare Filmora which is taken, and now you can see here the memory details in use. 5292 MB is there, free 1 MB available. These are the in details about the memory. Okay, now this how many disks are there and what is the utilization, you can see it here. Disk is input output activity. Okay, read write, total, input output, response, you can see it here. The utilization of the disk you can see here. It's a network. So the network utilization, see how many ports are listening and how many ports connections are established here. You can see all this, how many ports are listening. You can see here the details. 53 port number, 67. These are all the ports. Okay, this is about the resource monitor. So these are all the details that we can see here in admin tools. And let us go back to the another command, that is fsqart. It is a Bluetooth file transfer. If you have installed a Bluetooth and connected to the CPU, then you can send and receive files through Bluetooth. So right now I do not have Bluetooth connected to my PC, so I cannot initiate the task. You can try it from your end. Calculator, you all know what calculator is. Just type CALC, the calculator will be open. You can see here. Okay, that is about the calculator. Cert manager, CERTMGER dot MSC. This is the certificate manager. So in the certificate manager, in the left panel, if you see, there are a list of certificates. It is personal, trusted root certificate authority, enterprise trust, intermediate certificate authority, active directory user object, trusted publishers, untrusted certificates, third party root certificate authorities, trusted people, client authentication, issuers, other people, MSIH, history, journal, smart card, trusted roots. So these are all the types of certificates available in the Windows. Now you can install a certificate. Let's see what are all the default certificates available here. So these are all the default certificates that are available in the PC, and you can see here expiration date. What is the expiration date here? 2029. If any certificate is got expired, and if it is old dated one, you can update it, you can renew it, or if you do not want to that, you can delete it. Okay, this is about the certificate manager. And let me see the CHK DHK, that is check disk utility. Okay, it works in elevated command. So right click on command prompt, click run as administration, chkdsk, chkdsk. It will give the health status of your disk. If there are any bad sectors in your disk, it will show it here. See, the file system is NTFS. Running chkdsk is read-only mode. Extremely basic file structure, so it will examine all the file structure, and it will take quite some time to get the report. So let us go back to another command. This is cmd is a command prompt as we are working on it, so I don't have to explain you again. Now let us run this DC. This component services. In this we have event viewer, services.msc, Now let us go back to another command, that is computer management.msc. So in the computer management MSc, you can see the same options that we saw in admin tools, administrative tools, that is task scheduler, event viewer, and here we see the share folders, local users in computers, performance, device manager, services.msc. Okay, if you want to start and stop any services, you can do it from here. You can see what are all the list of services available here, and here in services.msc, the main important thing to be noted here is the service type, automatic. See, we have 3 types here. Okay, I think this is disabled. Let us see the other one. Okay, here the types, here are the startup type, automatic, manual, and disable. If the service is if you select this as manual, then every time you need to restart the service manually. Automatic means every time the system gets rebooted, the service will automatically in running. Disable means the service is disabled. Okay, these are the 3 options that are available. So this is about services.msc. We can start and stop the service from here, or else you can double click and you can restart here. If you go to properties, you'll have many other options. Dependency, there for some services there will be some dependencies. If you restart those dependency services, then the service will get restarted. Okay, see, this is let us see this remote procedure call service. Remote procedure call, the dependencies we have, you see here the dependencies here. So for this service to get started, we need to make sure that the dependency services are in running. Okay, that is about services.msc. So in the computer management, you can also see about the disk management, how many disks are available in your system, and what is the capacity, how much is the free space available here. Okay, the same device management that we have discussed in the starting. The performance, there's a performance monitor, share folders, how many shares are available, and what are all the active sessions and open files. Event viewer, in the event viewer you can see what are all the events happened in your system. Example, unexpected report, unexpected power supply issue. Okay, anything whatever happens in your system, all will get logged here in event viewer. That is about the event viewer. And the device manager we have already discussed. CleanMGR, it is a cleaning tool, cleanup tool. C drive, D drive, E drive, whichever disk you want, you can select it, click on it, select all, give OK. All files will get deleted, but make sure there are no important files. Okay, so automatically the disk will clean up and it will create some free space here. The same disk defragmentation is also same kind of utility. Here disk defrag, go to search button and you can find a disk defragmentation. This is a fragmentation. It is also a tool which optimizes the performance of your disks. Okay, you can analyze it here, you can optimize here, you can change settings here. That is about the disk defragmentation. And disk management. Disk management, in short, you can type disk management.msc and you can find various ways also to find the disk management. We saw this the same option, disk admin tools. Okay, let us run this disk management. So this is a disk management. The CDE drives are available. This is NTFS file system and the type is basic type. Okay, the capacity you can see here, the free space, the percentage of the free space you can see it here. And in the disk management you can allocate the space and you can extend your drive. And if any new disk has been added, you can rescan the disk and you can find that disk. Okay, you can see the primary partition and allocate it, and you can see this disk is online. So these are the important things that we can check it in this disk management. Okay. So let us see this one. Check disk CHK DSK. So here we have the output, 0 bad sectors here. That means the disk is okay, this health is okay, and you don't find any issues here. If there are any bad sectors, it will get displayed here. Accordingly, you can troubleshoot it. Okay. This is disk part. Get help. You can see the options, what are all the options you have here, and what kind of data you can fetch it from using this command. You can see here. Okay, disk part space list. It displays a list of objects. List space. This. It will display the disk info, disk information. Now if you want to see the volume here, you can see the volume information. This is the active partition. This is a boot. That means the operating system is configured in the C drive. Operating system is installed in C drive. Okay, you can also format disk key from here. So this is about the disk management. If you want to see more details, you can type help. Okay, you can remove, prepare, rescan, retain, select. There's so many options are available. You can try it. Okay, now let us go to the important command, that is ipconfig space /all or ipconfig. If I type ipconfig, I would get the details of IP address of the system, the subnet mask, the default gateway. And if you want to have more information about the system, then you can type ipconfig space /all. You can see how many adapters are installed in the system and what are the IP address of those. Okay, you can see. And you can also see the default gateway, DNS servers, LAN, WAN, and you can also see the same information from the GUI, ncpa.cpl. If you see from GUI, you see the 3 network adapters are here, and one is connected to LAN, the other one is Wi-Fi. There are 2 Ethernet adapters here, and one is Wi-Fi. Okay, you can see all this information here in this command. Using this command, you can fetch the data ipconfig space /all. ipconfig space slash all, and flush DNS if you want to remove the DNS cache. Yes, you can type it here, ipconfig space slash flush DNS. See, the command executed successfully. Now DNS got flushed, the cache information was removed. Okay, so an ipconfig space slash release is if you want to release the existing IP, and if you want to renew it, that means if you want to get a new IP, then you should use the command ipconfig space slash renew. And if you want to release the existing IP, then use this command ipconfig space slash release. This and if you want to register a DNS, type the command ipconfig space slash DNS. Okay, if you want to see the class ID information, ipconfig space slash show class ID. Show class ID. There are many options available, you can try it. So let me type on screen keyboard. If you want to see the on screen keyboard, type OSK, get on screen keyboard. If you want to log off your system, you just type log off and give enter, the system will get logged off. And if you want to see local users and computers, what are the local users and computers, just type luser mgr dot msc. You can see here local users and groups. These are the list of local users and groups. NCP TCP, that is network connections, we have already seen. NCPA dot CPL. See, network adapters. For network adapters, if there is any issue, you can disable it and you can enable it. You can also, if you go to the properties, you can find the IP address. This is the IP address, and this is use the following, means it is getting the IP address, static IP address. Obtain an IP address automatically, means the IP address will be assigned from DHCP. This is a DNS, preferred DNS, alternate DNS. Main.cpl. Main.cpl is a mouse properties. You can see here speed, you can use slow or fast as per your requirement. You can adjust the speed of your mouse. The pointers, whatever the pointer you want, you can just select it for mouse pointers. And a notepad, if you want to open a notepad, you can type NOTEPAD, notepad. Open will be opened. On screen keyboard we have seen. Performance monitor, we have already seen a performance monitor. Regional settings, let us see about the regional settings, that is intl.cpl. Regional settings, if you want to change the regional settings, you can see here the format. Now the present language is English, and you can select the various ones. This is the regions. Regedit, that is registry edit. So here if you want to modify anything, you can do it from here as per the issue. You can see it there. Remote desktop. If you want to connect a remote desktop, you can see, you can type mstsc, give the IP address and give connect. You'll be able to connect that system. Right now I do not have any remote desktop connected. So resultant set of policy is group policy rsop.msc. If you type here, you will get it. Okay, this is resultant set of policies. msconfig is a very important command. So this is msconfig. msconfig, it gives the startup options here. What are as soon as you reboot your system, the applications will start automatically. See, load system services, load startup items. You can see the startup items here. Open the task manager. I have only the task manager startup. There are the tool names here. The services, if you want to reboot your system, hide all Microsoft services and then you can reboot your system here. Okay, if you want to do a clean reboot, you can do in that way. Safe boot. You have the boot options here, you can select it. SFC space scan now. SFC space / scan now from elevated commands, that is the command will get executed when you use admin run as administrator. Okay, after this process completes, it will ask for a reboot. You need to reboot the system. Okay, this is system file checker. SFC means system file checker utility. If there are any issues with the files, this will identify the system integrity check. Okay, system properties, sysdm.cpl. Let me open another command. This is computer properties, my computer properties. You can see the host name here, and if you want to change the domain, you just right click, enter the domain name, give OK. The system, and it will ask for a reboot and the system will join to domain. If you want to join a system to the domain, you can use that system properties. Okay, the telnet command is used to see if any port is open or not. The task manager is a task manager. You can see the CPU memory utilization here and how many users are logged in, what are all the services running, application history, performance. And the performance, you can see CPU, memory, disk, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, GPU. So all the performance metrics you can see here, and the processors, what are all the processors running You can see it here, their utilization, how much is their utilization. You can monitor from here. Okay, that is about the task manager. Utilman. Utilman is like customizing your desktop, selecting the options, or organizing your desktop. See, display, mouse pointer, text, cursor, magnifier, color. So you have all the various options here. You can try it. Okay, firewall.cpl is a firewall option. It is a security related tool with the so basically the firewall is on to protect your system. Okay, Windows management infrastructure, WMI, that is a Windows service. And write application, if I say write, WordPad will be open here. Okay, so these are all the commands of the Windows Paint that we use regularly. Thank you for watching my video. Like, share and subscribe.